the name Andy. And yeah, on the news this time, we've got WIZKID, yeah, the Machala himself, talking about the O2, yeah, the O2, and things that are happening right now because, the O2 performance by WIZKID, the first date out of the 3 days, which have been sold out already, did a whole lot of things and people have been talking. But before I go into all the details of the news, definitely I'll start by saying a very, very big thank you to you for the likes, the comments, sharing, telling people about what we do here on Gusto TV. We really, really appreciate it, and we say a very big thank you to you. And if by chance you're new to the channel and you are yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe, turn on the post notification bell, because this would let you know when we drop a new video. Just look beneath this video eye, you see the subscribe button as well as the post notification bell. All right, do it for me real quick. Okay, let's go straight on to the news, starting up with WIZKID, because he's the only guy we have on this particular news. WIZKID, mashallah. Yeah, the O2, the first day, talking about the 28th of November, 2021 was the first day. He said, he will be performing at the O2, and indeed he did have his first performance at the O2. Yes, also today, the 29th of November, he's also going to be performing at the O2, which is also sold out, and also, on the 1st of December 2021, that will be the third day for his O2 performance. All 3 dates, already sold out. Big Wiz doing Big Wiz things right now. Okay, let's go straight on to the performance. Yeah, indeed, WIZKID did tweet that was earlier yesterday that London first night, love you all, for the Made in Lagos tour. So yeah, WIZKID did tell us that, London, today was going to be the first night of my performance. When I mean today, I'm referring to yesterday, because that was when, WIZKID had this tweet. And indeed, WIZKID did have that performance, and trust me, it was a mind-blowing performance. So many people turned up for this one. The crowd was very happy. They were singing all songs back to back, doing all lyrics, just everything you can imagine about this whole crowd, and everywhere was really, really nice. And talk about artists, so many people did turn up for WIZKID, so many people did come through for WIZKID. We had likes of Chris Brown, we had likes of Skepta. So many of these people did turn up. All right, let's go through some of the artists that did come, and in fact have the reactions of the people, of fans on Twitter, because people have been talking. Trust me, a lot of people have been talking, and I had one headache. I had a lot of headache, trying to gather all these comments, because there were lots of comments, thousands, if not millions of comments as regards WIZKID's O2. All right, let's go straight into some of the pictures from the O2 as we have WIZKID here performing at the O2. WIZKID definitely looking really good as he did perform. Yeah, WIZKID here, still on WIZKID, still WIZKID pictures. We have some of the crowd at the O2. As you can see, so many people here, as this would obviously show a better picture of the crowd at the O2. Yeah, we have it, so many people everywhere filled up with the phone lights here, definitely showing that indeed WIZKID did sell out the O2, because there have been people saying, WIZKID didn't sell out the O2, but from pictures, as they say, show us some proof, show us pictorial evidence, as we have here now. This is a picture of so many people at the O2 to indeed, depict the fact that WIZKID did sell out, the O2. All right, talking about artists that did come through for WIZKID, we have the likes of Chris Brown, who returned to the UK to perform after over about 10 years, and he came through for WIZKID. WIZKID said, he's one of those guys who actually showed him genuine love internationally, and WIZKID and Chris Brown did perform together at the O2. Here we have it, a picture of Chris Brown performing at the O2. Talking about international artists that did perform at the O2, we had the likes of Elamai, who together with WIZKID performed Piece of Me. We also had Elamai, and let's talk about footballers. Lukaku indeed came through at the O2. Lukaku, who just played football for Chelsea earlier in the day, against Manchester United, came on to the O2 to watch WIZKID, and he was backstage alongside, British rapper, talking about Stormzy. So we had a footballer in the house talking about Lukaku, Chelsea superstar, too, came through for the O2 performance, and he was together with Stormzy backstage. Yeah, also we also had, Buju, our Nigerian singer, come through also, and he performed with WIZKID, the performed mood, and WIZKID and Buju did sing, you're never gonna see me outside also. And there was also Skepta, alongside WIZKID, performing together. A whole lot of great artists did come through for WIZKID, and they did perform together. It was an amazing performance. The first day, as people have been saying, was shut down. The first day, people said it was fun. The first day, people have said, you know what, if the first day can be like this, I wonder what the second day would look like. And most importantly, the final day, the finale, I wonder it's going to look like, because the first day has shown that, you know what, the next 2 days is going to be fire. And people who would be attending, you know, the next 2 days would definitely have a lot of fun and a great experience. So talking about the comments, let's go through some of the comments right now. You know how people are feeling. Starting up with DJ Tunes, which is DJ's WIZKID's DJ. So he says the difference is clear, telling everyone that, you know what, guys, the difference between WIZKID and so many other Nigerian artists right now is clear, as you can see from the O2 performance. Moving on, this one says, ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time in 10 years, Chris Brown is performing in the UK for WIZKID's headline show. Just think about that for a second. Chris Brown coming back to perform in the United Kingdom after 10 years would be because of WIZKID. Really, really massive. WIZKID doing a lot of things right now. Trust me. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This one says, WIZKID had mainstream global celebrities from music, from movies, from football, etc. show up to enjoy his show at the O2 Arena. It says, indeed, Big Wiz is a star other stars want to identify with. Yes, definitely, a whole lot of stars came through for WIZKID, and indeed they want to identify with WIZKID. All right, moving on. This one says Lukaku and Stormzy came out for WIZKID with a goat emoji. This one says Chris Brown brought WIZKID out as a special guest in Ghana, and now 8 years later, WIZKID brings Chris Brown out in London. All right, this one says WIZKID has soundtracked my entire adult life. It says tonight was so special, banger after banger. He has never flopped. I love Wheezy Baby forever. All right, moving on to the next comments. WIZKID got the whole of London shaking. It says inspirational. WIZKID got the whole of London shaking. All right, this one says nah, but honestly, I am so happy for WIZKID and for Afrobeats in general. It says to sell out the O2 3 times is a huge accomplishment. The absolute GOAT. All right, okay, it says Stems, Skepta, Chris Brown, all in one. WIZKID spoiled us. This one saying, you know what, WIZKID did spoil us. So many artists all in one day. This is so much spoiling. All right, moving on, says thank you at WIZKID for such an amazing time. All right, it says bro, WIZKID is huge. Damn. All right, this one says I am afraid no musician in Africa is touching WIZKID. It says he's the greatest. It will take a long time before we'll find someone like him again. Okay, liking the way he was, by liking the way he was feeling, so he went outside where he met WIZKID, and then WIZKID put him in a good mood, and now he has made him perform at the O2 Arena. Definitely Buju really happy right now for performing at the O2. All right, this one says WIZKID's day one is Afrobeats cultural resetting movement. It says got your faves wishing for one of the experience. It says the biggest Afrobeat entertainer ever. Feel to the extreme, sold out day 2 on the way. Right now, you all Jungle Boys and Pun Kids have seen what proper venue sold out looks like. So this person is just probably saying, you know what, now you guys know what it means to sell out a venue. You know, some people said Burna Boy didn't sell out, you know, his show, and now this one is saying, you know what, this is how to sell out a show. All right, moving on to the next comment. It says, how you sold out the arena to the brim. WIZKID needs to use a bigger venue next time. It says, it says this, okay, with the N word, is incapable, the greatest of all time, is literally miles ahead. It says WIZKID should find a new venue for his next concert because the O2 is not enough anymore, according to at Mr. MD. All right, this one says WIZKID, they make person so proud of his country. It says, see as I dey shine teeth. You mean the person on that stage is a Nigerian? It says, as per Naija boy. You say, where them born me, now where them born am too. You mean we are family, me and Starboy. Oh mama, I made it. This person definitely saying, you know what, WIZKID is Nigerian family, that means we are related. Or more, he says, mama, I have made it. Someone like a Nigerian like me, you know, is making us all proud right now. All right, this one says people broke in to see WIZKID perform, man. It says there were more than 20K in that arena. The only space you would find is on your keyboard. All right, this one definitely funny one. It says You must be very big for fans to break into the O2 Arena to get on your show. WIZKID Babanla. He says the WIZKID O2 was sold out. It wasn't free, obviously. What happened was a crowd surge, which can happen anywhere. He says saying the show was free because people were rushing into the venue is very shallow and reeks of nativity. Yeah. All right. News have been going around that people were actually entering the show for free, but indeed, people have actually come out to counter that particular one, that there was actually a surge into the place, that people did break in to the O2 even after the place was already sold out, and about 20,000 people were already in the venue. Said people outside, wanted to get into the venue and decided to break their way into the venue. So yeah, guys, this how I'll be rounding things up right now as regards WIZKID's first day at the O2. Yeah, you can catch WIZKID again at the O2 today. The 29th of November is going to be performing its second night consecutively, and definitely it's going to be a great experience, as people who witnessed it yesterday would definitely want to witness it again. And trust me, I'll be here again to give you more gist as regards the O2 day 2 performance by WIZKID. And we never can tell who WIZKID will be bringing out this day 2. Maybe we could see Justin Bieber in day 2. Well, we never can tell. All right, just turn on the post notification bell and subscribe to Gusto TV so you get notified when we drop something new. Tell me in the comment section what you think about the news. I will be there to answer to some, if not all, of the comments. My name remains Andy.